Merchants of Hope. Merchants of Hope, Joseph Grandin.
Slumped in a chair in my office. Jeremy was a 19-year-old drug-addicted teenager, abandoned by his parents at the age of 13, was being suspended from high school by a principal, me, for the rest of the year. With eyes filled with hopelessness, Jeremy said in desperation, "What am I going to do now?" As I pondered Jeremy's question, I'm reminded of a motivational speaker by the name of Crystal Kuykendall, who said that we are merchants of hope. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests, do you remember a moment in your life when you were in need of hope? I know I do. I learned at a very young age that when you show up on the playground dressed like your favorite superhero, in my case, Batman, proclaiming to be all-powerful, bullies just love that. Paul, alias Spike, the #1 bully. Imagine a 13-year-old in a 20-year-old gorilla-like body. Cornered me in the playground, one hand around my throat, the other hand in a fist, and I'm thinking, this can't be good. His fist took off like a rocket. Destination? My nose. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a boy by the name of George magically appeared and caught the punch. George stood up to that bully, and that bully eventually backed down. George looked at me and said, "Joey, sooner or later, you're going to have to take a stand," and walked away. And I thought it would be a lot easier if I just hired him to be my bodyguard. As much as George kept an eye on me in the playground as my merchant of hope, George was dealing with his own problems. Imagine his parents' surprise, thinking that their son was blessed with a green thumb, when they finally realized exactly what those leafy green plants were that he was growing in the garage. All his parents tried to help him, but George ran away. Disappeared for 3 long years, only to be found addicted to drugs and alcohol. George was in need of a merchant of hope, someone to take a stand for him when his addiction bullies had one hand around his throat. Now, we fought the good fight. Married a wonderful woman, great job, beautiful home. Life was good, but his addiction bullies were not backing off. They're like wolves circling, always circling. He lost his wife, his job, his home. At the age of 42, my hero, my protector, my merchant of hope, decided that there was no other way out than to take his own life. It's been 10 years since George has been gone. To this day, I don't understand why he did what he did. You see, George was my brother. I truly believe we have to share these life stories so that someone like Jeremy doesn't follow the same path. So I gave Jeremy the same advice my brother George gave me. Sooner or later, you're going to have to take a stand. I shared George's story with Jeremy, speechless, with tears in his eyes. This street-tough teenager took a stand and gave me a hug. Not wanting Jeremy to suffer the same fate as my brother George, I advised him to appeal my suspension. Together we orchestrated a meeting with the director of education. Jeremy prepared a speech. Oh, I know what you're thinking. And not to worry, I allowed him to use notes. You could tell he was nervous. His hands were shaking, he was visibly sweating, and his voice sounded like snap, crackle, and boom! You know what he looked like? He looked like a brand new Toastmaster delivering his icebreaker. The director was so impressed, he decided to give Jeremy another chance. With newfound hope, Jeremy came down to my office. He said, "Guess what, Mr. G?" I said, "What?" He said, "I want to own my own business." I said, "Great." He said, "I want to own my own bar." I said, "Great." He said, "I want to own my own strip club." I said, "Not great." Jeremy, leave the strip club out. "Oh, I'm just kidding with you, Mr. G. Besides, there's too many problems with the cops." Jeremy graduated from high school, went on to college with the hopes of a brighter future. I realized that anyone in this room can be a merchant of hope. In memory of my brother George, and for all the Jeremys that are out there in your lives, I urge you to care enough to do what is right. I urge you to take a stand for someone that can't stand alone. I urge you to share those life experiences so that you can help prevent tragic history from repeating itself. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to be a merchant of hope. Mr. Contest Chair.
Major obstacle years ago when I went into my first club at the University of California. Be sincere, be simple, and be seated. Let's welcome Pat Johnson, International President.
Thank you very much, Michael. I'd also like to take time at this moment to thank the judges, timers, counters, and tellers for all your contributions today. Please join me in thanking them. As we can all appreciate from even our club and district contests, it takes a lot of people to put on a contest. So thank you. Next summer, we will meet at the 80th anniversary annual Toastmasters International Convention in Las Vegas, Nevada. At that time, District 33 will serve as our host. I ask you to please draw your attention to the screen to see what is headed our way. To tell us more about Las Vegas, please join me in welcoming District 33 Governor, distinguished Toastmaster Phyllis Tribby. I have it here, and I know. And I am about to share it with you. Our third place winner for the 2010 World Champion of Public Speaking, Linus Chang. Our second place winner, Robert McKenzie. And the name we've all been waiting for. The winner of 2010 World Champion of Public Speaking, David.
Oh, yeah.